Hee hee ha ha. Duolingo drops? No. Get out of here. No one wants Duolingo drops.
Oh.
Huh? Who goes there?
How's the
Oh, Mika,
Oh.
hi.
Oh. Oh. It is me. I hunt your dreams.
Freaked me out for a second there. I forgot that you said you were gonna come in here.
Yep. Yeah, no, I wanted to ask you earlier because I was like, oh, well, Freya wanna like, chill out for like, first stream coming back and stuff like that. So like that's why I asked.
Yeah. I gotta go to the bathroom, so I will
Okay.
be right
I can
back.
entertain chat.
Yeah, entertain chat for me. Hold on, let me do stream ping. Okay, I'll be right back.
Hello, chat. Oh wait,
No one is there yet, apparently.
okay. Oh, hi, darkness. Waters. I was literally just talking to y'all. Anyways, so the funniest thing, when I came up with the idea of Mira having a whole like robotic arm, the main concern that I had was like, hey, how can I mod it and stuff like that, right? Uh, how do I explain this really quick? I decided, hey, wouldn't it be cool to have a weapon on it, right? And I could, I asked Kath and some other people from the staff, and basically what Kath did was she pulled out a whole paper and did all the math about like, hey,
Okay.
what's the maximum you could do for a robotic arm?
Hi,
And
Waters.
yeah,
Darkness, light. Hello. Darkness and
it
light. Hi, Mika. I'm back.
yeah, yeah. I was just talking to them about like how Kath pulled out the math doc.
I have a new little thing at the bottom of the starting soon screen that says like how you can support the server. I just made that today.
Yeah,
I
I
also
saw it. It looks really cute.
realized that my the the panels below, like in my about me thing on Twitch, are really out of date. So I need to fix those. I just removed them for now.
My little brother was asking what we were doing, but I don't want his voice on Twitch.
Yeah.
Like when
He says that he's playing in game.
Okay.
He wants you guys to know that he's playing in game.
Good for him. I am looking through to see if there's anything that people said they wanted me specifically.
For you to read, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just the frog videos mainly, because we were saving them for you.
Ah, okay.
Because we know you like them.
Cool.
That's all I can remember. There's probably more, if I'm being honest.
Scrolling through and then we'll begin just so I make sure. There was some good stuff last week. Sad I didn't get to read it all. Okay. Frog video. We'll start here.
Yeah.
Hi, CC. Alright. We're gonna head over here. Oh, where's my camera? Why is it broken? It does this every time. There we go.
Mirage is winning the crane game right now.
That means he's gonna come back and kill us all.
Season 8.
Season 8. Oh man. The final inevitable return of Miraju. I finally just got back yesterday from Minnesota, and I am tired. I had to leave at like 4 in the morning yesterday, and I didn't get to sleep until 11 p.m. And then, of course, I'm on like a different
time
zone. So I woke up at like 7 this morning when I wanted to sleep in. So, whatever. My whole room is boxes.
Is Minnesota is CST or
it's CST, I think.
EST?
It's CST.
Okay,
it's,
so you were just...
Yeah. I was 2 hours different from California.
I forget it's 2 hours.
I have 2 weeks until... Well, I think it's less than 2 weeks now until I move in with Virgil. So my whole room is boxes. Yeah. And I'm like panicking trying to get everything together. I have $20 in my bank account and I have to somehow ship like 8 giant boxes out there.
Oh god.
Well, let's get started with the Lore Tuesday stuff. We have... Let me pause this. We have a frog video. We're gonna watch the whole thing because why not? Oh, hold on. I need to hit the button that's YouTube. Why is that not working? Come on. There we go. Oh, not the funeral episode. Dude, these angles are crazy.
Uh-oh.
Hello everyone, and I'd like to welcome you to the Moontouch Kingdom. I do wish it would have been under better circumstances, given everything that has been going on and the reason why we are all here. Today is a sad day. As you all know, the late leader of the Moontouch Kingdom was assassinated by Okul, and it's this assassination is the whole reason why we are here. A funeral for someone who has helped people, who has tried to help with the problem we've had. Someone who, despite Okul's claims, should have been tried on better circumstances, shouldn't have been executed the way he was. We hold this funeral in remembrance of him, his actions, the good and the bad. He will be missed, and he will be remembered. If anyone would like to speak, he may come up and speak.
Who's that in the middle? That skin is so cool.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know.
I, quite honestly, did not know Balios that well. I was only really there to see sort of their personality during the search party, but I could tell even then that they were extremely brave just from joining the search party at all. And I quite honestly cannot believe what Okul has done. There should have been a fair trial. There really should. No matter, even if Balios did try to kill Sunny, which is very foggy, quite
It's
honestly.
just like
He
it's
should
becoming
not
less of a
have
funeral,
died
more
under
people just being
those
like,
circumstances.
"We need to sue
That is all.
Okul, arrest Okul, put her in prison." Oh my God, Okul was there. How is no one arresting her?
I don't know.
Hello, everyone. I'm sure many of you did not expect to see me here, and I'm well aware that I am not exactly welcome. But if any of the keepers do attempt to detain me, rest assured there will be another funeral. I'm here to speak to the friends and family of a warrior I have killed in one-on-one combat, which is a Harmonian tradition, and I do hope I'm allowed to see it through. Me and Balios did not get along. Dare I say I hated him. But he's one of the few of you with the guts to speak badly about me to my face, and then make an attempt on my life. The rest of you haven't made such bold moves, and for that he had to die. But he died making an attempt few would dream of. He was braver than all of you, and that's why he had to die. Thank you.
That's insane. And no one's saying anything?
Bro, I was baffled.
Technically, Marcelo canonically was at this funeral. If he saw that shit, he'd be like, what's that? Hold on.
Gun. Pull out.
This. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. My thing isn't connected to... He'd be like this. The second Okul stands up. Actually, the second Okul walks in.
Mm-hmm.
This is Marcelo.
Balios was a
Wait, oh my God, bro, I'm so
35
lagging.
months.
Ra-ah-ah-ra-ah-ra-ah.
Sounds like a Lady Gaga song. What, Mika?
I was lagging so badly, bro.
a reckless man. And out of honesty, quite stupid. But he was very loyal, and from the few times that I had interacted with him, he only wanted the best for those he cared about. And I do wish him well in wherever he is now. Thank you.
Hello. I cannot say I knew Balios well, but I respected him as one of the few who has been able to build up a faction for the safety of the people of Solace. He should not die the way he did. And it is a tragedy that he cannot be here with us any longer. We serve you my purpose, and put this memory on his memory. Thank you.
Frog is getting, like, I mean, their videos have always been great, but, like, the way this is shot is so
I might not have known
awesome.
Bro, I'm so
Balios
happy I
for-
recommended Flashback to Frog.
Oh, yeah.
long, but I knew him as I guess a goofy little guy. I truly don't understand
What is Okul doing?
how this could have went the way it did. I just hope that he will be welcomed up in the skies with open arms.
What was that shot of Okul with the book? Was that just random?
If you would like to follow me there are 2 memorials I'd like to take you to. As you can all see, this is a burial site created by in loving memory of Belios. If you'd like to leave a flower here, anything like that, you may.
Did Oakle just drop rotten flesh? That's crazy. Cam turning around.
Yes.
Oh, this is great.
As for the second memorial, if you would follow me this way, please.
I hate that I was wearing Balloon Boy's head.
Bro, I had a balloon boy on my inventory and I didn't know the whole time.
It's good. It's a disguise raccoon.
Mhm.
This is the second memorial to
To be fair, they had some trouble with
Belios.
like loading skins.
this tree. I have decided to adopt it the Tree of Remembrance. If any of you would like to come back here and spend some time here, not just to remember Belios, but to have a quiet moment, you're welcome to.
You got a
This
Minecraft
place is
reward
built
for
for
this?
everyone.
Awesome.
Even those who aren't considered as welcome as others. You're still welcome here.
Well, the main reason is because Minecraft did a challenge that if we make a specific amount of iron copper golems, we get something special, like
Oh.
special rewards.
That's cool.
So it's kind of marketing.
Hello everyone, my name is Kathy. I know none of you know me unless Belios has mentioned me, but I was, in a way, his grandmother. At least I saw him as my grandson. Belios was a silent kid when I first met him. After all, he had woken up and everyone was gone. Belios never really talked about himself, but I was always the talking type. I had told Belios of a simple dream I had, especially on my deathbed. Of a simple community, a place where people from all over belonged, and Belios promised me he'd do it.
Hi, Frog.
And he did. The Moon Touch Kingdom. I recognized the name immediately. It was a place from Fenda, a community of outcasts, and I understand why he chose the name, because he himself felt like an outcast. But I found his journal, and I'm Snoopy type, unfortunately. I went through it, and it seems that some people had made a positive input onto him. He had changed from the silent kid to one who was willing to make friends. The one who was afraid to feel had the chance to finally experience what being cared for meant. Bellius had touched the heart of few, but in those moments he opened up for himself, and he wouldn't have done that without the help of all of his friends. May the gods welcome his soul into the Soul Garden, and may he enjoy the memories he made here on Solus. I also have a note, or a letter, from that we were married to
Bless you.
by Miss Archel. It says, "Dear Moon Touch Kingdom, I apologize for my failure in protecting Belios. I also apologize that I will not be able to attend his funeral. As an apology, I have sent a team to build a sanctuary in an area of your choosing. I hope that will be a good enough apology and will serve as a memorial to Belios. Mira Archel." The grave that, who I presume Croy made, there is a book on a lectern where you are free to write any kind words towards Belios. There's also, as Light had stated, there's the Tree of Remembrance. Feel free to enjoy staying there if you need quietness. There's notebooks in the back. If you just want to write something towards Moontouch Kingdom to Belios's memory, please, there's notebooks in the back left. You can take them and then mail it to us. We have a mailbox and the community center. We also have snacks in the back right, and feel free to have that. We also have wine that I personally got from our planet, thanks to gods. But yeah, now we celebrate Belios's life and we move forward. Thank you.
Oko is about to chop down the tree.
No, Uncle, don't you dare!
Oh, isn't this consecrated ground? I don't think demons
When
are
did I
allowed
go
on here.
chopping down the tree? I don't even have my axe out.
You say as you pull
You
it
say
out.
with your axe out.
Yeah, I needed to prove.
That's so funny. I don't even have my axe out. Pulls axe out. Oh, that's so great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know what? The funniest part about that was wait, I forgot how to say that in English. Oh, I remember. I'm sorry, Freya. You sounded like a chainsaw starting to like a chainsaw motor starting when you sneezed.
What? I've never heard that before. That's crazy. All right, we got a 46-second clip. Oh yeah, this is probably gonna get muted, so I won't talk during this.
We see you, oh boy, your troubles are miles away. We see you, oh boy, and in our eyes you stare.
Ooh. It's so ominous. So it's Froggy and Belios back from the dead, and then who's this? Is that no.
That is Sunny. So Froggy, Sunny, and then Truffle.
Oh, Sunny, yeah. Okay, wait. I thought. Oh, never mind. I'm bad at people's skins. Froggy, Sunny.
Yeah, me too.
And Belios. It's so ominous. Alright, we have... I can read anything past the 30th, I guess. What is this? Oh yeah, I saw that. Okay, we have another faction meeting. Marcelo takes the stand again. Here we go. I don't remember people's Minecraft skins, I'm gonna be honest. Raccoon.
Hello everyone. Thank you for coming to the faction meeting. I don't have a whole lot today, so it will be brief. The main thing I wanted to discuss today was the away mission led by Eleanor. Took a team of people from Solace to recover some comm devices so that all of us can communicate with each other, which means if we find Eclipse or Okul or anyone else who might be in danger, or if there's anything that you need to communicate, you can reach anyone on Solace in an instant. They are at the they're over behind the desk at the community center. I believe someone will be giving them out after the faction meeting. But if you have any troubles or you need, if you need one, or if there's any technical issues, you can come to the Keepers of Solace to get one, and then the Arcturus crew can repair them if they're damaged. Now, I will say that this mission did not go as planned. We were able to recover enough comm devices for everyone, but pretty much everyone on the team sustained injuries. They have all either been treated or are receiving treatment at the Solace Hospital down the road. So if you would like to go and visit any of the people who were on this mission at the hospital, feel free to do so. I'm sure they would all enjoy some company. So I received a letter today from Zinnia stating that she ran into, so she saw someone that she thought was Eclipse, but more importantly, met a masked man on Solace who is about 6 feet tall and wearing a black coat, who claimed to be Akana. Now, I know that Okul's reputation is, you know, not the greatest, but they were warning that this person is dangerous, and Zinnia seems to be backing up these claims, perceiving that they were potentially a threat. Now, this is unconfirmed. I haven't had the chance to speak to Zinnia yet to find out more, but I would say keep your eyes open for the man described as being 6 feet tall, wearing a black coat and a mask. They are looking for Okul, and they call themselves a friend of Okul's. Okay, Comet, I will lend the stand to you.
So, I met with Mira on request. I received a letter, and she then gave me a letter to read out to all of you, so which I shall do now. I am here to apologize to everyone about my absence these past 3 meetings. Before I give my input in the events that have transpired, I want to say that this time of horror is not permanent. We, as the people of Solace, have survived atrocities and we have persevered. You are scared for your safety, and I will not tell you that those feelings are invalid. I will instead tell you that today we cannot become
awkward collar tuck on the whole. I will speak to Zinnia later.
enemies. Today we cannot hate each other. We will not give them the satisfaction of dividing Solace. We will not break when we have suffered so much. We cannot let others cloud our judgment. We cannot let anyone make us doubt our trust in each other. Another thing, word has reached me that Desmond has received some anger towards them due to them Mycete leeches.
Bro, I think
I will
yelled
clarify
too
that
much on that later.
Desmond is allowed to use the leeches under the discretion.
Peanut is my second favorite SMP cat, SMP staff cat. Beef is obviously always my favorite. Peanut is my second favorite. Oh my god,
Fair
Peanut
enough.
always cries during meetings and stuff.
Of the court. If you are a faction leader, you are welcome to ban them from being distributed in your faction, but you are not welcome to destroy them. If you believe you can make an alternative host for the leeches, first reach out to the judicial branch as well as Desmond. If If any harm comes to Jasmine or the leeches, it will be seen just like any other case of assault with intent of killing. Now, the reason I was not present these past few weeks is due to a mission that I was a part in. I will not describe the details as it was successful, but I will state that I was injured during the mission. I am not in immediate danger, though, and I will be back to my office soon. I again apologize for my absence, but I am glad my fellow judges stepped in. I also wanted to thank all the people who have helped in this time of need, including Light, who has stepped in to honor Belios. I will also tell everyone who may be involved with the HOE. If you wish to no longer be involved with the HOE, please schedule a meeting with one of the judges if you are in need of protection. I promise to hear your truth, but I will also ask for the people who have some knowledge about Opal's whereabouts to speak up. Please consider that your decision to remain silent may end up with another person dead.
That's such a funny, like, the whole Keepers of Solace being like, please speak up, because, if you're silent, then it could end up with another person dead.
No one tells anything to Mira.
Freya's the one who needs to hear that. She needs to stop. She needs to do something.
Brother,
not be
no one tells
compliant with
anything
her.
to Mira. Like, Freya doesn't say anything to Mira. No one tells anything. She finds out about stuff at the meetings, like everybody
Yeah.
else, and she's like, what the heck?
We need to make a canon that Freya meets with her every week. I bet she would do
Freya.
that now because she's feeling, guilty and she feels bad for Mira getting hurt during this whole thing.
Do not be compliant out of
Probably.
fear. You are in charge of your own presence. To those who
No,
will
she's
still
just
side
freaking out
with Opal,
inside. Like, she's acting really calm. No, she's freaking out.
I hope you have faith in your actions.
It's like her
I will pray
yeah.
for your safety, but I will not forgive you if you choose
Like
to
an ice
stain your
cream.
hands in blood. I do not speak with words of anger. I speak with the experience of a dictator just like Okul, so I ask you to heed my warnings. Everyone, please reach out to the judges. We are here to help you. If you see something, please say something. That is all.
Hello, everyone. I am here to speak in my capacity as a nurse at the Keepers of Solace Hospital. I was working at the receptionist desk at specifically the ER portion of the hospital when Zinnia was carried in severely injured. She is currently in a coma. Luckily, her vitals have been stabilized and she is on the path of recovery. However, after Marcelo's comment about the letter he supposedly received from Zinnia speaking about the 6-foot-tall man in the trench coat and mask, I feel that it is notable to announce that the man who carried Zinnia in was that 6-foot-tall man. His name is Okana. We don't know who Zinnia's attacker is yet, but I can only hope to be brought to justice. I just wanted to announce that for anyone who may want to give her well wishes or visit her. That is all. Thank you.
So recently I have noticed that we have 0, besides like that one little area right there, like pools that you can swim in and stuff. And I know that we have like lakes and stuff, but they are infested with squids. I think we need a few areas that us sea-like people can enjoy without having to worry about the dangerous creatures in the oceans. That's all.
And if you are removing squids, I would like to request, if it's possible, to send the librarians the ink sacks, as it will be useful for our books.
I am currently working with water for a solution to main plumbing, as in pools away from squids. And we are not sure when that will be done, but when that will be done, we should post a sign or something along the lines of that onto any board that people have access to, just answering the question among pools of water for water-based people. That is also all.
As Marcella was saying earlier about a figure who appears to be Eclipse, I have talked to multiple witnesses about the instance and want to give more information. It appears that this person is a safe sector. While the most obvious seems to be Eclipse, there has been at least one case where they disguise as Freya. And while they usually have blood coming from their eyes, sometimes this is not clear. So, I would like to ask everyone to be cautious and to make sure that the people you're talking to are the person you think they are. While this person has not yet caused physical harm, we are not sure what they're trying to do. We ask that you are couple. However, it does seem that
I have to say, it's
mimic
bullshit every time someone says Peter the Horse is here.
Whether or not that is true,
Bro, that left me out so badly. I was like, what the heck?
remain to be seen. But if the person you're with is not talking, that could be a sign that they are not, that they are the safe sector. While this person is not occult and does not appear to truly be Eclipse, we still need to be cautious in these times. Thank you.
Throwing carrots at Eleanor.
I know that in the translation, I would also like to say that I've met him too.
Flexing.
As far as I know, he's been looking
Angel, you crashed a car. That's not good.
for Oko, asking around for Oko's whereabouts specifically. I immediately just clocked him as someone as a threat. Someone who doesn't pose any safety to the entirety of Solus. While it may just be a hunch on my end, I really do implore you to be careful around him. He may seem nice, but it just feels like he's doing it as an act more than anything else.
That's everybody. So this faction meeting is now concluded, unless there are any last-minute takers to the stand. All right. Thank you for coming, everyone.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yippee!
Productive, short, and sweet. Now I can go get a. I crave pizza.
Wow, nobody died.
Oh.
Wow, nobody
This
died.
meeting was so chill compared to the last one.
Yeah. I was expecting to be kind of like, getting people be like, Eleanor went and got people hurt, but like nobody said anything.
No one said anything.
I'm excited to leave
Oh,
the faction meeting.
hi, Comet.
Huh? Oh. Hi, Comet.
Hi, Freya.
We're just chilling. We finished watching all the frog videos. I don't know if there's anything.
And I'm just editing I'm editing the videos for the TikTok right now.
Nice. So everything.
Would you guys rather have the Ascend music, or would you guys have the in next time the meme?
I don't know. Ah! That was great timing. Comet, thank you
Well,
for
who's the cool person with the antlers there?
thank you for the 23 months comment. You're in VC right now, so I can hear you.
I know. Yeah, I wonder who the cool person with the antlers is.
All right. I will read the Lord Tuesday stuff.
Anyways.
From after the last Tuesday, just so I can like start doing this, so we can keep up. I do feel bad for.
We haven't.
Huh?
We haven't seen Feathers thing.
Oh really?
Would you like
Yeah,
to see some
hold
photos of cornbread real quick?
Yes.
Before that, a little bit.
Oh, so everything on the 30th?
I'll DM them to you and you can show them on stream.
I think the last thing we saw was Kath's document, actually.
Really?
If I remember. Because we wanted to let you have some stuff to read as well. Oh, that's because it was 4 hours, because we were laughing.
Cornbread. Cornbread.
Cornbread.
Cornbread.
I love cornbread.
He looks so goofy. In a good way.
I do it for you.
So, so is this one? I can't watch this because this is copyrighted. I mean,
yeah.
Mute it. It's also a work in progress. It's really cool though.
It's funny whenever I have the stream with volume because I can just hear myself.
Oh yeah. Featuring the public execution.
Heavens,
Crazy.
Oh, this is gonna be a sick ass edit.
Yeah.
Bro, I love the little detail that Sunny's slowly
Dude, I
dressing
have
like
so
Opal.
many edits in progress.
Same. I have them all in my head.
No, bro, I had like a great idea of like Comet fighting what is it, Opal, and like a whole fight song and everything, but then I remember I can not animate for the life of me. I tried Blender, I cannot do it.
Alright, I will... So you didn't read this thing, species...
No, I haven't.
Okay. Alright, I'll read this. Hi, my name is Seraphin Villara, or otherwise known as Sarah. I'd like to discuss my species and our cultures. Firstly, what am I? I'm a part of a species known as Velithari. We are interdimensional beings made from collapsing stars. I was too distracted drawing a missed stream. I mean, the stream's still going. On my planet, only royalty and nobles were of this species, and I was a royal. Velithari have an angelic or ethereal form that they usually only reveal in special events or cultural rituals. Since we are made of collapsing stars, we constantly need energy to not end up exploding. We usually get that energy from feeding on emotions, especially trust and hope. That's concerning. Though there are other ways to gain said energy without feeding on emotions, like stardust, or what I found helps is baked goods. It is believed that baked goods hold their own energy and emotions from the baker who makes them, without draining the said emotions from them. That's kind of funny. They say that, like, bread tastes, like, if you make bread from scratch, like, it tastes better if you have, like, if your hands taste good. I remember my evil ex and I made 2 different loaves of bread because his dad was showing us how to make bread. His tasted nasty. None of us would eat it because it was disgusting. Mine tasted the best. I should have left him then and there. To elaborate further, the Velithari are revered not just for our origins, but for the profound connection we share with the cosmos. I've got to turn on the music again. Our existence is intricately tied to the balance of energy in the universe. The collapsing of stars, which gave birth to us, is both a blessing and a burden, granting us immense power, but also demanding constant replenishment. Our angelic forms shimmer with the light of distant galaxies, and when we reveal ourselves in our true state, it is said that the air hums with cosmic music and the ground glitters like stardust. As a royal among the Velethari, I was raised with great responsibility. The rituals in which we display our true forms are not just for show, they are sacred moments when we connect with the very fabric of reality. These rituals are attended by all, from the humblest citizen to the highest noble, and are believed to maintain harmony between our dimension and the physical universe. Feeding on emotions is a delicate art. We do not simply take, instead we form bonds of mutual understanding and exchange. Trust and hope are the most nourishing emotions, resonating with the energy of creation itself. However, many Velethari have sought alternatives, as relying solely on emotions can be taxing for those around us. Stardust, a rare and potent source of power, is sometimes harvested from meteor showers. Yet, there is something uniquely comforting about the energy found in baked goods. Consuming such treats provides a gentle, sustainable form of energy, allowing us to thrive without causing harm. This discovery has led to a cultural appreciation for baking, with many Velethari nobles sponsoring renowned bakers and hosting grand feasts filled with cosmic pastries. Royal life. Growing up as a Velethari royalty was nothing like the peaceful gilded existence outsiders often imagined. From a very young age, before most children learn to shape their first energy or gaze at the stars with wonder, I was entrusted with the responsibility of weapon craft. The art of making weapons was not merely a skill, but a duty pressed upon me by my lineage. Each blade, each staff, each device forged from celestial fragments was both a symbol of our power and a promise to defend our world no matter the cost. My tutors drilled into me the sacred geometry of star iron, delicate balance between creation and destruction, and the burden of channeling energy that could unmake as easily as it could protect. Yet the most haunting lesson of my youth was not taught in the forges, but in the cold chambers of the palace laboratory. My parents, rulers with eyes always on the horizon of war, allowed me to be experimented on for the creation of a new living weapon. I was a willing heir, but not always an informed one. Their ambitions saw me subjected to rituals and procedures meant to unlock greater power, to bind stardust directly to my essence, to see how much energy a single Velethari could withstand or wield. Some days I awoke with memories missing, or with new abilities I hadn't possessed the day before. Sometimes I wondered if they sought to turn me into something greater, or simply something more useful. These experiences shaped me into a different kind of person, one who understood both the cost of sacrifice and the weight of impossible expectations. I learned early that power was not a privilege but a test, and the scars we bear, seen or unseen, are often the truest marks of royalty. Culture. When I speak of my people, the Velethari, I do so with both pride and a sense of complexity. Our culture is a tapestry woven from ancient star myths, cosmic rituals, and the ever-present balance between creation and destruction. From our earliest days, we are taught that we are not merely individuals, but threads in a much larger cosmic pattern. Every action, every tradition is meant to honor the forces that birthed us and to maintain harmony with the universe around us. Art and craftsmanship hold immense importance in Velethari society. Whether forging weapons from stardust or baking energy-rich pastries, we pour a fragment of our essence into everything we create. Music and storytelling are also vital. Each tale sung beneath the twin moons or etched into obsidian tablets is a way of preserving our history and passing wisdom to future generations. Even in our darkest traditions, there is a sense of reverence for what came before and a solemn recognition of the power we wield. Perhaps most unique is how we approach emotion and energy. Unlike many species, we do not shy away from feelings, but embrace them as sources of strength. Trust and hope are the foundation of our rituals, relationships, and even our sustenance. Our society values openness, but also discipline, for we understand the risk of letting negative emotions run wild. This constant dance between vulnerability and restraint shapes not just our ceremonies, but the very core of who we are. To be Velethari is to stand in awe of the cosmos and to accept both the burdens and blessings of our existence. We are taught to seek connection, honor sacrifice, and remember that every star, like every soul, burns brightest when it is part of a constellation. Yet, for all its beauty and wonder, Velethari culture is not without its shadows. Our reverence for tradition can sometimes become a cage, stifling those who wish to forge a different path. Expectations weigh heavily, especially upon those of noble birth. Every action is scrutinized, every deviation seen as a potential threat to the fragile harmony we hold so dear. The constant need to maintain balance, to act as both guardians and conduits of cosmic energy can be exhausting. Mistakes are rarely forgiven, and failures often become stories told in caution rather than in compassion. Our rituals, too, can carry a hidden cost. The pressure to participate in dangerous ceremonies or to bear the emotional burdens of others leaves scars both visible and unseen. There are those among us who never truly recover from what is asked of them. quietly
Honest.
quietly fading away or burning out long before their time. Even our dependence on emotions, trust, hope, and the like can become a vulnerability, open to manipulation or exploitation by those who would twist our traditions for their own ends. Sometimes I wonder what it would mean to be Velithari without all these burdens, if we could simply exist, to shine for ourselves and not always for the sake of the cosmos or the expectations of others. But perhaps it is in the tension between light and shadow that we find our true selves, and acknowledging our flaws, we keep our culture alive and honest. My family. Family for me has always been a constellation marked by cracks and cold distances. My mother, once revered for her wisdom, was always a mystery to me. Her love distant, her loyalties divided. The truth that shattered our household was her affair with a common man from among our enemies. I am the result of that union, a living reminder of her betrayal. This secret, kept for years, was the silent wedge that drove our family apart. My father, proud and severe, never truly saw me as his own. To him I was not a daughter, but a scar on his honor, a living symbol of the humiliation he endured. He decided to subject me to the palace experiments, hoping to turn me into a weapon as compensation for his wounded pride. He masked his resentment behind the guise of responsibility and duty, but I felt the truth in every cold word, every moment of calculated distance. My childhood was shaped not by affection, but by expectations and the constant reminder that I would never truly belong. In the midst of these shadows, my baby brother became a rare source of light. Born after the turmoil, he was untouched by the bitterness that defined the rest of us. I cherished him fiercely. His laughter and innocence were proof that love could still exist in our fractured family. Protecting him gave me purpose, even as I struggled with the knowledge of my origins and the role I was forced to play. Through it all, I learned that family is not always about blood or loyalty, but about the choices we make to care for one another, even when the stars seem set against us. A conversation between ruler and weapon. Father stood with his back to me, arms crossed, eyes fixed on the swirling starlight beyond the window. The silence stretched, heavy as iron. You summon me? I tried to keep my voice even. He didn't bother to look at me. You're late. The council grows impatient with your lack of progress. Perhaps you'd prefer to explain your failures to them yourself. A flush of anger rose in my chest. I'm doing everything that's been asked. More than any... He cut me off sharply. Don't flatter yourself. Everything you are is the result of your mother's disgraceful choices. You're lucky I let you live at all. I flinched, but pressed on. You never once treated me as your daughter, not even after everything I've endured. He finally turned, face twisted with disdain. Daughter? Don't delude yourself. You're a liability, a living reminder of betrayal. The only reason you're here is because I found a way to make you useful. Fail me, and I'll see you discarded like the mistake you are. Ouch. I clenched my fists. I'm more than your weapon. He sneered. You're nothing without the power I forced you into. If not for me, you'd be nothing but a stain on this family's legacy. The words stung, but I stood my ground. Maybe that's true, but I'll never follow you out of fear or hate. I'll do what I must for my brother, for those who see me as more than a tool. He turned away, voice cold as the void. Do as you wish. Just remember, your worth ends the moment you stop being useful. Don't ever forget that. We're eating good with the Seraphim lore. We have OC lore. I think this is more of a these are
the
lore
character
sheets.
sheet. Yeah, that oh wait, that's the guy.
We have Valkos. I don't have, there's no backstory here.
That's someone just who has the 3 characters.
Right.
Wait, they changed it. They changed it to 2. Never mind.
His motivation is to learn magic to bring his family back. Stop jump scaring me. And then we have Dilshak. Who, let's see. Goal, become a faction leader and make a black hole lab. That's cool. We have Zogatus. Or Zogatus. Motivation is to keep all the hybrids locked up. See, I'm locked in. I can't even get jump scared anymore. Mika, you tried.
God damn it.
You can't do it right after the 19,000 years old, by the way. That's insane. Then we have Salnox. just a reminder. I don't know. Wait, who is this that made this?
This is
Marcos?
3. Yeah, this is the person who has 3 characters.
Yeah,
I
there's
think.
4 here. Just a
There's
reminder,
4?
there is a rule about keeping characters to 2. There's 4 here, so it's a little too much. 3 I can work with if you really have to have 3, but just keep that in mind. It's just because there's a few reasons. One, if you have 4 characters or if you have more than 2, you have so much different stuff to write and create that you could like overwhelm other people. 2, it gets really confusing when you're the same person posting about a bunch of different characters. It can get confusing who it is, like who does what and everything. And just, you know, want to be considerate of others. We have a video here. Let me turn off the
music
filter and the music.
Like I used to say, animals don't got no souls, just instinct, nothing more. But I remember one winter, cold enough to make a man forget his own name. I was hunting. Food was scarce. Nerves even worse. I came across this buck, tall, still, staring straight at me through the trees. I raised my rifle, aimed clean, but he didn't move, just stood there, staring right through me. Like he knew I was hungry, like he knew I was tired. He'd seen it all before. I swear, in that moment, it felt like he was weighing me, not judging, just understanding. I lowered the rifle, walked away, empty-handed. Dutch was furious, said I was soft, said the cold was getting to me. Maybe it was. But that deer, he saw something in me I didn't know was there. And sometimes, I think he still does.
Picture at the end. God damn it. Feather lore. Feather is such a interesting character that I want to know more about, especially after the whole like stuff that we learned in the mission document. Feather's got a past. I want to know what's up.
Imagine the funniest thing I see is that Frog is just scared of like this what if. Meanwhile, Feather's in Lure 4.
More Feather lore. Apparently, these are some people that are dead now.
I don't think everybody knows that.
Oh, well, I mean, here,
I
picture.
mean, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's, yeah, I mean, I assume they were probably taken by the Great Anomaly or died some other way. So sad. You can't jump scare me. You gotta wait until I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting it now.
God damn it.
We got Comet and Violence wanting to kill each other during the faction meetings and stuff. This is great.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, this drawing reminds me of the "You Wanna Kiss Me So Bad." Like you
What?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Hold on, let me find it on this
Oh, wait,
Freya.
it's like, look at this. I promise I'm not going insane.
My cough was gone when I was in Minnesota, by the way. It's back now. I think it might be a stress cough. Or maybe it's just the humidity. It's not very humid
I
here.
found the TikTok. Hold on, I'm sending it to Freya.
Can I record the fight?
You should be addicted to shutting the fuck up. You want to kiss me so bad it makes you look stupid. And so what if I do?
To lovers.
I've never seen that before. They just
Yeah,
don't
the most
ship
real-
people's characters.
I know. It's just
Not you, I'm
reminded
talking
me
to
of
the
it,
chat.
bro.
Yeah. I
Uh,
Comet has a lot of trauma that's built up that they haven't addressed. They definitely may need to address.
Yeah, it's just the post reminded me of that. That was the
they
first
get
thing
into
that popped
another
into my head.
All
No,
right,
I
Do
then
not
get what
shift
you're saying.
characters.
directly
This,
after
this is
that-
my public announcement. Do not shift characters. Do not shift characters.
You can ship characters if people are okay with it, and if it's like a canon relationship. You know, like Freya Marcello, go for it. And like, yeah, I don't care. It's like, you do whatever with Freya, but like, obviously don't ship Freya with, you know, like underage characters, please.
Yeah, please do not. Please. Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Remember to ask people for their age, like the character's age, before you
Yes.
start doing stuff.
Yes.
Please.
Directly after that image is Comet getting doxxed. Comet schedule 5 wake up
Yeah, I
at
can't
home
believe
base.
I got
6 feeds animals. 7 goes to spawn, checks mail, goes to the market, checks in with the Keepers of Solace. 7:30 visits Mira in the hospital. 7 checks in with Freya or anyone near the Arcturus land. Grabs a carrot sometimes. Doxing those carrot habits, or whatever. 9 a.m. goes to the library, main archive, reads mail and requests, and processes the new books, if any, stocks shelves. 1 p.m. eats lunch near T. I don't know. Near the something. 2 p.m. returns to the library and continues to work. 7 p.m. closes up the library. Checks in
Lighthouse. Sorry.
Oh, Lighthouse. Thank you. At the Lilac Expeditions
Oh, the
base
wind's
for any
crazy.
books. 8 p.m. goes to spawn for any other tasks to do or go to faction meetings, and 9 to 10 p.m. goes home and goes to bed. Do whatever with this information.
Whoa.
Where is this being...
I'm
Who is this being
scared.
given to? That's my question.
I think Violence just wants to
Sniper Wolf
apologize.
versus Jack Spells, but it's Violence versus Comet. You're crazy, bro.
That's insane.
No, we're not. We're not doing this. We're not doing
Okay.
this.
Oh, that's a crazy... Oh my god.
No, this is more like what I said. What was his name? I forgot.
Yeah.
Technoblade versus what I said versus 100 people.
What?
That's more like it.
Alright. We have a ghost. This is Light. Light double-checked her bundles of flowers as she walked. She smiled to herself, happy with her haul of flowers. The wings on her head twitched, shaking out a couple of loose black feathers. She'd gone flower hunting to add to her growing collection. With all her flowers, maybe she'll open a flower shop. A spirit of a kitten played around her feet as she walked. Light's gaze softened. She was glad the kitten was having fun. She paused, sensing something. She looked around, her gaze wandering over the landscape. Her hand inched towards her sword, but stopped when she saw a familiar ghost. It was Croy. Her wings twitched with worry. She could sense pain coming from the spirit. She took a deep breath and walked over quietly. Croy? She asked, her voice soft. Light saw the ghost twitch slightly. She walked over, but kept her distance out of respect. What are you doing all the way out here? She asked. She watched Croy turn to her. She kept herself from reacting to his appearance. She doubted that she'd ever get used to his bloodied and torn apart appearance. I am not trying to be seen, he said, seemingly surprised she could see him. Light offered a kind smile to the ghost. It's a natural ability for my species to be able to see spirits, she explained. She watched Croy nod. He seemed to relax slightly. So have you always been able to see me? He asked. Light nodded. That is correct. Croy seemed to be debating something before he looked at her. So that day you saw me, you heard me, and you did nothing to save Belios? Light's expression twitched. She looked away, her elf-like ears falling slightly. I wanted to, she said, softly. So why did you not do so? Croy asked. The girl was silent for a long time. She watched the kitten's spirits as they played together. Finally, she took a deep breath. It was risky, she said softly. None of us knew it was rigged, and Okul was closer to the switches than I was to her. She would have just flipped a switch herself if I stormed the stage. Silence stretched between them. Light took a sharp breath and changed the subject. Your friend, Kron, wrote a book saying that you had lied about the whole being the ringleader of that group that had gone after Eclipse. Is that true? She asked, sounding kind. Croy paused, seemingly mildly surprised. It is. Then you didn't put yourself in the path of blame. Light said with a kind smile. Croy stammered slightly, seeming to be in shock and uncertain. Light raised her hand to stop him from going to speak. The only thing you can take blame for is your own actions, no one else's. You're not responsible for what anyone else does or doesn't do. You saw Eclipse multiple times and said nothing to anyone else. That is the blame you will carry. But you also protested Sunny's attendance in the group. You protected the injured to the best of your ability. That is something you can be proud of yourself for doing. Light took out a flower from one of her bundle bags, a dandelion specifically. She placed between them and offered a kind smile. Do check in with Kron. I believe you're worrying them by being gone so long, she added. With that, she turned and walked away. She hummed a little tune as she walked. She could feel Croy watch her as she left. She didn't mind. She merely hoped that her words of kindness would help him feel a little lighter. Is that a pun on Light's name? Little lighter, huh? Oh, I forgot to turn the music in, but we have a oh yeah, this is I'll probably get muted for this as well, but this is really cool. Oh, damn it, my internet's dying. Let me keep playing it! No! Hold on, I have to go download.
Freya's Wi-Fi strikes again.
It does.
Your Wi-Fi's homophobic. I can't believe this.
Our Wi-Fi is awful! Well, we'll let it keep downloading. New additions.
Is your Wi-Fi is your Wi-Fi the pit, perhaps?
There will be mentions of blood and limb growth. These are only brief mentions and not a huge focus of this piece. Nonetheless, you've been warned. Thank you. The wind bellowed through Light's red and white hair. Oh, let me turn on the music again. Oh, actually, wait, the download's done. Hold on. Let me play it. I feel so bad for Strawberry in the pit.
Mm-hmm. They're balding again. That's what I'm the most sad about.
Balding! Strawberry, don't go bald. Please don't go bald.
Bro, that Freya's picture that you have, like, you had on the files. the realistic eyes. Yes. I hate it.
I hate it so
Get
much.
it out of here. No, don't show it.
Okay. The wind bellowed through Light's red and white hair, through the black and white feathers of the wings attached to her head. It shook a couple of loose feathers out, making them float and flutter about in a graceful dance with the wind. The cold salt water of the ocean lapped at her bare legs, the sounds of souls speaking behind her with some worry. Some with worry. Others with an assuredness that Light would be all right. She'd crossed the barrier between living and the dead many times. Light turned and glared at them, making them quiet down. The child in her arms, a soul so small and undeserving of dying so young, whimpered in pain. She focused on the child, gently nuzzling their hair. Light raised her head, closed her eyes, and focused herself once again. She took a deep breath. The spiritual energy around her fluctuated and warped. Then, quiet. Light opened her eyes and walked forward. As she walked, her hair turned pure white. She walked and soon entered a lush garden. The trees towered above Light. The scent of flowers lingered in the air. The dragon followed the sound of running water to the newest section of the great gardens of the afterlife. Humid heat hit Light first before she saw the hot springs. She walked over to the ones reserved for the children. Gently, she placed the child in her arms into the hot water. She watched as the child relaxed as the warm magic healing water eased and healed their pain. Light smiled and stood up. She turned and paused. She saw Lady Serena standing at the end of the path as if waiting for her. She took a deep breath, turned and walked over to her goddess and bowed deeply. My lady, Light said softly. There was a silence for a long time. Light hesitated, then stood straight and looked at Serena. The goddess looked sad in a way. Light opened her mouth to ask what was wrong, but the goddess placed the tips of her fingers over. Serena shook her head. My daughter, no, do not speak, she said softly. Light's eyes widened. Your divine blood is awakening. You may not be fully a goddess. You will have some traits and a much longer life. That is, if you hadn't gotten true immortality from the genes you had gotten from me. Serena continued. I will send you straight home. I'm sorry that I'm unable to do more. Light opened her mouth to protest, but she soon appeared in her unfinished house back at the Moon-Touched Kingdom. She had to cover her mouth to stifle a shriek of agony. She managed to stumble down to her basement before she fell to her knees, pressing her forehead to the cold stone floor. The sound of bones cracking filled the air. Her back felt like it was on fire as bones shifted to make way for new bones, nerves, muscles, skin, and feathers. The pain blinded her to the rest of what happened. She must have passed out at some point, for she awoke late into the night. She slowly pushed herself up to a sitting position. She hissed in pain, her back ached. Light reached back and gently probed her back with her fingers. She winced as her fingers pressed sensitive flesh. She looked towards the nearby mirror and saw a pair of wings, attached to her back this time. She stared at her reflection for a long time before she started to cry. Light felt so overwhelmed and lost by everything. So many things were changing and happening all at once that she just had to cry. But soon she wiped her tears and slowly got to her feet. She used a staff as a walking stick to help her walk. She leaned down and picked up her discarded shawl, finding it to be covered in her own blood. She made her way out to the closest river and cleaned the blood out as best as she could before letting it dry as she watched the stars. She thought about what Serena had said, what she had called her. Then it clicked. Light took a sharp breath, buried her face into her hands, and screamed her emotions out. Then she sat straight up. The pain of straining raw muscles and skin made it hard to stay in a slouched position for a while. She looked over her shoulder at her wings. They were like the two pairs of wings on her head, only bigger. She took a potion from one of her shulker boxes, uncorked it, and poured its contents down her back. She hissed in pain as the potion made her back sting at first before it slowly started to ease, soon fading into more of a dull ache. Light sighed with relief. Her ears twitched. She turned just in time for the spirit of a wolf to walk out of the woods. He was huge for a wolf, clearly old and wise in his time alive. Light offered a kind smile to the wolf. She liked wolves. They were so friendly and always treated her like a friend. The wolf walked over to the girl, laid down beside her, and placed his giant head onto her lap. Light relaxed. Slowly, she ran a hand through the wolf's soft fur. Sleep reclaimed Light at some point, and she found herself asleep in the wolf's protective curl. She didn't mind. It allowed her to have one of the best sleeps she'd had in a long time. We have a Okel log. Okel's log 15. The judge is back. The judge is back and the judge is weak. Now is the time to remove her from the picture altogether. All hail the Divine One. Watch out, Mika!
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot I
don't
wrote
think
this,
it's
the
gonna
marshmallow thing. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Oh.
I love the marshmallow thing. I'm surprised you've never had s'mores before, considering your love for marshmallows. Marcello delicately twisted a marshmallow onto the end of his metal campfire stick. I'll be honest, I thought they were just a hot chocolate thing. Freya shrugged and reached into the bag, popping a few more into her mouth. Disgruntled cursing could be heard from the other side of Freya as Eleanor revealed a flaming ball of sugar. Fuck, she huffed and extinguished it under her foot. Ah, rookie mistake. Marcello made no attempt to hide his pretentiousness. Watch and learn, Keener. Solidly affixed to his roasting fork, he lowered the marshmallow to just above the coals, turning it slowly. Eleanor groaned. See, it's all about technique. I've practically mastered the art of... His monologue was interrupted by the sound of his own marshmallow igniting. He sighed and lifted the ball of fire. Before he could blow it out, Eleanor leaned over and lit a cigarette on the flame. Thanks, she smirked, taking a long, derisive drag. Marcello frowned and put out the marshmallow, his ego now similarly charred. Am I doing this right? Freya interjected as she pulled out what looked like a meteorite from the fire. Marcello and Eleanor gawked in pure horror. Marcelo, what do you think is more dense? That marshmallow or your gray matter? Eleanor taunted as she tilted her glasses down to observe the burnt rock. The list of regulations we had to add to the engineering manuals because of you. He raised an eyebrow. Glad I could make such a hefty contribution. She grinned and leaned back in her chair, a puff of smoke escaping through her teeth. Their banter was interrupted by a loud crunch from between them. Eleanor whipped her head towards Freya, who had her roasting fork in her mouth and was chewing the burnt marshmallow with a smile. Marcelo and Eleanor slowly made eye contact, sharing a concerned expression, then looked back at Freya, who was already preparing her next marshmallow.
It's funny because Freya does not have a sense of like, oh, this is bad.
I mean, she can eat literally anything. It doesn't matter because, like, you know, she's not gonna.
I was half expecting her to bite off the fork.
I had canon
She
that
could.
if
She could.
I had canon that if Freya was like a
That's the
human,
thing.
like
That's
a
the
type
thing.
of body, she would be such a picky eater. Unironically, I feel like she
Really?
would be such a picky eater.
That'd be funny. She definitely has, like, because, I mean,
I think
she gave
she's,
herself.
Kirby and just inhales everything.
Yeah, that's literally her. I want to see Freya eat a plane. I mean, she could. She could eat the Arcturus, although I'm
She
sure
eats the
Marcel would be mad.
Arcturus.
Yeah.
Well, the Arcturus
Marcel would be
isn't there
kind of mad. Playing a prank on my boyfriend. Gatsby lore, end of a chapter 2.
Oh, this Gatsby lore. Let's
Gatsby
go.
lore.
This is so peak. This is so peak.
Now, I haven't heard this tale while I worked with Deepfall. It was one of their best kept secrets. But Mal, did it reveal it to me? Have they ever told you what happened to Gabriel, the god that both armies of the war turned on? They say the attack happened at the orphanage late at night. Those Deepfall soldiers rounded up every last child. They knew they needed to be quick before one of them made a wish to Gabriel. As soon as he realized what was happening, it was too late. Deepfall used the children as blackmail to get a wish. What did they wish for? An arm of a dead forgotten god that they had hoped could destroy rain. Of course, that wish magic was noticed by Lightbearer forces and they started to fly on over. Of course, seeing the Deepfall with Gabriel as they fled. The Lightbearers put Gabriel on trial for treason and of course he lost. They made Gabriel lose everything. His followers, his hope, his mind, and stole two out of his 3 eyes. One eye for the past and one eye for the future. Gabriel didn't die a good death. He died begging and sobbing, but what took his place was something entirely different. I know, not the best story, young leader. Havoc Forge Mail. Ooh! Right, because Havoc's from the same place as Gatsby. Interesting.
We're connecting the dots between Gabriel and Gatsby, like how Gabriel was and how Gatsby is.
Yeah. No, Bagel's doing a really good job of like just giving this tiniest little smidge of lore at a time, like a speck of lore. And
I think I have to head out right now.
All right.
Although
evening.
It was fun while it was. I don't know if I'll be back later. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Go rest.
bye stream.
From Truffle, Balios. And then there was a warning for some gore at the end. Right. It was a surprisingly sunny day out, albeit cold as fall's chill was starting to really set in. I was leaving Friendship Island since it was nearly sunset and I had a night shift tonight. Those were never that pleasant, but it's what made money. The crumbling brick walls that surrounded the small table Okul frequented were now nothing but a blur in the distance. The leaves were starting to change colors, and the azalea flowers that sat upon those trees were beginning to wilt. I could only think about the bright greens of summer that I saw when I had first arrived. Time truly does change everything. However, my peaceful walk was brought to a stop when I saw him, Balios, in broad daylight. No, he was dead. I had seen it. Near everyone had seen it. Executed by Okul for crimes we now cannot dictate he was or wasn't guilty of. It had to be that shapeshifter. You! Listen, Eclipse was really funny, wasn't it? But impersonating a dead person? You've hit a new low, you little skinwalker. Balios looks at the troubled confusion written on his face. Imposing a dead person? What are you talking about? That's the 3rd time I've been mistaken for being dead this week. You spoke! I'm so sorry, Balios, but we all saw you executed. Please tell me how you're alive again. This is a miracle. I was never executed. I never even died. I just woke up here. Okul found me. What? But you were executed. Really, ask anyone about it and they'll tell you. I'm thankful the General found you, but your execution is simple facts. Again, stop the lies. I haven't died. I haven't been on this planet for that long to die. But you have. I don't know long? I don't know how long, granted, but I know it was before I was here. Probably a long time, too. How do you not remember? Because there's nothing to remember that never happened. Stop spreading false information. I just got here 2 days ago. I've not been here long enough to make enemies. Enemy? Whoa, I swear I'm not your enemy. We were in that search party together. Remember when we got attacked by Eclipse? Come on, that was life-changing. You have to remember. Belios. What search party? Who is Eclipse? None of what you're saying is true. Belios clenched his fist as dark mist warped around his right hand. The claws seemed to sharpen and the spikes become more prominent. Belios, calm down. Just what lies has she been feeding you? We aren't enemies. I'm also with Okul, I swear. Okul has no reason to lie to me. She found me before the Keepers of Solace could harm me. I don't know you, and everything you've said is false. Belios! The rest was a blur of adrenaline after Belios lunged at me. One moment I was trying to figure out what had happened. The next, my flesh was split from my neck to my hip, along with additional holes through my chest, back, and left knee. Blood poured from the wounds like a waterfall. Oh, you're dead. And yet I didn't pass out. Oh. I only watched through blurry eyes as I seemingly healed myself. It almost looked like a spider spinning a web. Thin strands of glowing energy moved, like a seamstress repairing a hole in a garment. Everything was near perfectly restored, only leaving a faint scar. Yet I felt so incredibly exhausted, like the only thing holding me up was the fear of what someone might do to me if I did pass out. But the need to regain my strength took over the anxiety, and I fell into a dreamless sleep right there on the grass. Crazy lore drop! What was that? How did you do that? And now we have Dancing with Blades from Belios. Warning, gore, fighting, blood, bones breaking. The battle. Belios lunged, claws flashing as he tried to seize Truffle. They blocked him, forcing his hand aside. With a snarl, he swung his left fist, but Truffle slipped to the side, quick on their feet. Dark energy shimmered as Belios summoned a dual fan blade, striking hard. Steel clashed with steel when Truffle raised their sword to meet the blow. The air thickened. This was no longer a scuffle, this was a war. Truffle countered, blade slicing through the air. Belios caught it in his claw, twisted, and shoved them back with a vicious kick. He charged, bringing his blade down like an executioner's axe, but Truffle rolled clear, the strike gouging the ground instead. A growl rumbled from Belios' chest. This wasn't fighting, it was mere dancing with blades. Truffle pressed forward, sword gleaming, and at the last second fainted. They sidestepped and slashed across his left arm, carving a deep gash. Belios staggered, groaning, but then his eyes ignited, burning with a dark maroon light. His fan blade, forged of pure shadow, began to bleed crimson. Blood. His blood. It didn't spill from the wound, it pulsed into the weapon. When he looked at Truffle again, his gaze was cold, predatory. His breathing came heavy, not from pain, but from the surge of an ability he did not yet understand. Truffle faltered, stepping back. The ground shuddered, then erupted. Black spikes thrust upward, skewering through their left knee, front and back. Bone cracked, flesh tore, their leg buckled, pinning them into place. Sorry, I'm reading this too fast. Belios advanced, the fan blade warping, reshaping, wrapping around his claws until it became a crimson gauntlet. With unbrutal motion, he drove it into Truffle's hip and raked upward in a single merciless slash, splitting flesh from waist to throat. The spikes released them and they crumpled to the earth. Liars don't deserve to breathe. Belios' voice was like a low growl dripping with malice. He turned his back on the fallen warrior, his words like ice. But I'll allow you to for showing me something new. Without another glance, he walked away. That was cool and also scary. Belios is scary. The hoes are fighting.
Confusion.
Belios is back. Were you here for the stream that the staff did?
Yeah, what is it? Nothing. It's more like personal stuff, like because I'm trying to science it.
Oh. Should have done this a while ago, but better late than never. Here's the first day Sam wrote down. Oliver. Day 2. It has been officially 1 year since I've been on this planet. Met some interesting people, met someone named Alfie who I tried to help, but they took their life in the end, getting rid of the parasite in them. Only person I ever trusted in this world. I've learned from my mistakes. It doesn't matter how hard I try eventually, so I'll lose everyone I care about, so I'm better off alone, I guess. I'll wait for the border to fully open so I can live far away from everyone. Lynx is still gone. Left me with some scars in the process of leaving too. Hopefully he doesn't come back. Well, I'll end it off here for now. Oh, I just realized I still have the filter on my bed. And then we have Judas lore drop. Judas is on the canvas floor of the ring, his opponent looking down at him as if they had won this title fight. The Umberkin slowly... wait. Oh boy, there's no punctuation. His opponent looking down at him as if they had won this title fight. The Umberkin slowly stood up, struggling as the referee looked at Judas, and when he finally stood up, the round started again. As the round started, Judas immediately threw in calf kicks and low kicks using his own height as an advantage, following up with a teep, a front kick towards the solar plexus, then getting in with a cross, which his opponent threw in several body shots and jabs, along with roundhouse. As his opponent threw the roundhouse, Judas immediately put his hands around his opponent's neck, going for a clinch, as Arcanus threw in knees to the solar plexus and he swept his opponent's legs, dropping them. His opponent slowly got up and the referee started the fight again. Judas's opponent is clearly worn out from the rounds he had with Arcanus. Judas seems like he's going for a low kick, but it's a feint, as he redirects it towards his opponent's temple, going for a high kick. Judas's opponent fell down, which the crowd erupts as Arcanus took off his mouth guard and celebrated as he backflipped on the ring. At the locker room, Judas took off his fight gloves and unwrapping his fight wraps, his coach came up to him to celebrate. Congrats on your first professional fight. Let's get you some beer to celebrate on your win. A large smack on the other Umberkin's bald head was from another. It was Judas's sparring partner, Lucius Duskbane, because his coach was an idiot. Coach, Judas is a kid. Get it through your thick skull already, old man. Coach turned around, clearly enraged, and is about to throw hands with Lucius. Why, you little They started choking each other out. Think of how Homer chokes Bart from The Simpsons. Judas sighed as he drank his protein shake. Only chorus flavored. That's so comical. All right. That is done. Let me check my pings real quick.
Oh yeah, I edited Jangler flying away.
You what?
I finally edited Jangler flying away.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I'm just trying to, what is it? What's that? Do the when we like do the pepette circle around you.
Oh yeah. Okay. I have two options here. I might end the stream right here, and go continue writing and packing and everything, or yeah, actually I will do that. We'll do the other thing I had planned another time when more people can join the VC, because it'll be more fun. But 'twas.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
There was like something supposed to happen today, like the fashion show. It got moved to Sunday, so heads up for everybody if you guys are free Sunday.
Sunday.
That is going. That's happening. Yeah.
Before or after the faction meeting?
I don't know. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, Sunday, 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Does it say what time zone?
CST, I think.
CST? Okay. So that would be, yeah, after the faction meeting. Cool.
Yeah.
After the faction meeting, I'll probably attend that. That sounds fun. Oh, no, wait, I can't. Actually, no, I have to cancel the faction meeting because I my RPG session moved to Sunday this week. Dang it.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay, I'm gonna message you then. Something.
Oh. Okay. Well, goodbye to everyone on the stream. See you on Tuesday. Oh, my outro thing doesn't work. There we go.